Yeah, it stings. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It stings for sure for all of us.
What happened right after that? Because it seemed like you guys had like a letdown before you obviously came back.
Just being human and seeing one of your brothers go down, and it's just you got to still regulate your emotions. It can be difficult, so just riding the waves of that, and then being able to respond after halftime and going into the fourth quarter, knowing that we were down whatever number it was, but we still had a chance. We still felt like we have a chance, especially in this new NBA. Teams will give it right back to you if you just play hard and be in the right positions and continue to stay communicative. So I felt like we didn't give up and gave ourselves a chance. Was going for the dagger, shooting that three just to give us some space possessions-wise. But it just didn't work out. But I'm just grateful that we didn't give up and we responded really well and kept the game close.
What's the feeling like for you in that fourth quarter when you're cooking and you see that lead go from 20-something, down to one possession?
Yeah, it's a great feeling for sure. Just thanking the basketball gods for rewarding us for playing hard and, doing the little things. And that's been a trend for us all season where we feel like we're in the hole and then we come out and we respond with a 10-0 run or 8-0 run or 16-4 run. And it just gives us a lot of confidence, especially when we're building that momentum and that rhythm on the defensive end. It's just a beautiful thing to watch when you're getting stops and then you're converting on the offensive end. So we just got to consistently put those possessions together.
You mentioned going for the dagger, obviously, with that three.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that look, Dan? Do you feel like a good look just didn't go, or how do you feel?
Yeah, no, it's something I work on. Just staying confident, staying poised. Just didn't have enough legs into that shot. Even the shot before that, where I came off the screen and went in and out. I've had a few shots go in and out tonight, but just you got to rely on the work. You got to trust the work, and some people at home won't understand that. It's okay, but in our nuances and people that are around the game understand that when you're working just as hard to prepare, some of those shots go in, some of the shots aren't. But you just got to be able to adjust and learn from it and move forward. So wish I could have it back, but can't. You just got to keep working on it. Yeah.
I think after the game, Ant called you the greatest point guard he's ever seen. Just when you're in those moments, those competitive moments with him, especially in the fourth quarter, what's that like from a competitor aspect?
It's inspirational, man. Because this next generation, they are a little bit different, and I got to give them credit. They challenge us to be better and challenge us to be those heroes that they saw growing up, even when you're playing against them. They're going to get up into you, into your body, but also they want to see you be special. And I think I have a few relationships like that across the league. I'm sure if you talk to some of my peers, they have those type of relationships too. I think there was just an interview, right, between like Steph, Bron, and KD where you heard some of their sentiments about, the admiration can't necessarily be there, but that, underneath that, we all respect each other. We just have to kind of toe that line, but I'm trying to rip hearts out, man. And, I know those guys feel the same way. We're all nice and talking in here because we're all media trained and all that BS, but when we get on the court, man, we're trying to rip each other's hearts out, especially the great ones. So it's just a nod of respect, man. I'm grateful for that.
You've had some success. 6-2 in games that Luka's missed. Big comeback today that fell short.
Weren't we just talking about this shit in here?
If he has to miss some time here,
Yeah.
which obviously, given the nature of the injuries on the table, how do you feel about this team's ability to kind of, keep things rolling?
I don't know right now, man. It's just so fresh. My emotions are still running high from losing this game. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So I'll think about it in the next few hours. I'm just excited to go home and see my family and hug them, and praying for Luka just to have a speedy recovery. However long the timetable is, we're going to have to adjust. It's just the nature of the business. But, hopefully he just takes his time and he comes back when he's ready. It's just a crazy play, on a holiday like this, man. But, yeah, we just got to be mature about it and everybody be ready to adjust for the lineups. And, it's although we are 6-2, that number doesn't really matter to me. I'd rather be going to war, to battle with a healthy team. Everybody feeling well, everybody feeling good. But, again, it's the nature of the business. Just got to adjust and be ready.
Klay moved into fifth all-time on the three-point leaderboard, passing Reggie Miller. Just what do you appreciate about Klay's impact on the game of basketball the most?
Well, I definitely congratulated him after the game, told him I was proud of him, and also that he should have been fifth a long time ago, and I don't want to take that for granted at all in terms of the lessons that he's learned and the growth that he's made as a man and also as a player. But we know how special he is, especially not just shooting the basketball, but just being a winner and showing up to work every day and being consistent, being able to be that kind of leader by example, and just that poise. You never see Klay really rattled. You never see him going crazy over calls or anything like that. So to see somebody like that climb the ranks and do it very humbly and also do it in a way where it kind of sneaks up on you, it's just beautiful to watch. And I'm just appreciative that I'm his teammate and I got a chance to be a part of history, like that. Shooting threes is a difficult thing in the NBA. I don't care what person tells you, it's difficult. It's, a lot of people don't know how to get their footwork right, and they're 10 years in the NBA. And I've seen, some of the best shooters, do incredible things. So Klay's up there with some of the guys that I respect most, and especially behind that three-point line, they just lasers, man. You just go home and wonder, man, if I grew up like that with a straight, guide hand straight, just compact, I break it down to the fundamentals, just the look of it, it's special, man. I'm happy for him though, man. Congratulations, Klay.
On that same vein, being a student of the game like you are, just talk about some of the other names like Reggie and the other people in the top five.
Yeah, Ray, Reggie, Steph, James, Klay now, right? That's the top five? Dame. Oh, excuse me, Dame. Sorry, Dame. Let me be shooting. I don't want to forget Dame in there. It's special to see those guys rack up as many threes as they have, and to see the trend. If you look at the three-point attempts from 1988, 89 to 2024, now it's a total difference, and the style of play they've changed it. They're part of the game-changing generation, I would say. I'm part of it too, in just my own way. But those guys specifically have gotten up a lot of attempts and made a lot of threes, and you got to respect guys for putting in that preparation and working when no one's watching and making sure they stay consistent. I don't know how many guys on that list shoot 40%.
Klay asked me the same question. I really had to lean back.
Yeah, no, we're just efficiency guys over here. That's what I'm saying. Definitely Steph. But it's just a beautiful thing to watch when, and I keep using the word beautiful because that's how I describe some of these guys' games. We don't really have a vocab in the NBA yet to describe each other's games without kind of, feeling like it's too much, and we got to stay masculine all the time and stuff like that, competitive sports. So trying to develop new words, new vernaculars for that, man. But yeah, it's good to watch those guys just be efficient and have fun, getting behind that three-point line and making some tough ones.
Say beautiful.
Yeah, no, I'm done saying beautiful, man.
Yeah, man.
I need more words for how to describe guys' games. Appreciate you.
Well, you passed Reggie Miller. Obviously, you wanted the win, but what are the emotions, the feelings after doing that?
Yeah, it does suck we lost. I'm really proud, though, of our fight, especially in the second half. We were tenacious defensively, and we unlocked some things offensively. But as far as passing Reggie, it's honestly a dream come true, and I'm going to celebrate it tonight because you just think all the hours you spent shooting and all the shots you've gotten up in your lifetime, and to pass such an icon like Reggie is super surreal for me, especially being a 90s baby. I watched him, get so many game winners, battle against the best that ever played, and leave it all out on the floor.
How do you remember him inspiring you when you were dreaming of this?
I remember his game-winning shots, his battles with Mike and Kobe, taking a small market team like the Pacers all the way to the NBA Finals, being in the East Finals routinely, and just being the standard for what a shooting guard should look like. And I studied his, ever since I was a teenager, I studied the way he moved without the ball. And it's had a huge impact on my game. And, I remember my workout with the Knicks in 2011, Donnie Walsh said I reminded him of Reggie, so that meant a lot to me.
Now that you're in the top five, you're one of the four active players with Steph, Harden, and Dame. Can you talk about that and, you know, playing with them and against them?
How many of them shoot over 40% for a career? No, I'm just kidding.
I looked at you, I was like,
No,
well, what season, which player?
they're great. It's an honor to be up there with those guys, and it's incredible because I battled James and Dame and guarded them for a decade plus in the most pressurized moments in the playoffs, and now to be competing against Steph is also very special. And just what an era. I mean, obviously the game evolves, and I'm pretty sure in how many years we'll all be past as well. But the fact that we're doing it and we're still all playing at a high level is really cool, and it's an awesome to be with those guys. And I mean, Ray Allen's still in there too, and it's awesome. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better Christmas present.
Klay, how hard is it to see Luka limp off like that?
Yeah, it sucks, and it's kind of deflating, but we're lucky to have such a deep roster, and that's why we can withstand this time without him. But we obviously are not the same without Luka in the lineup. I think that's obvious, but we are going to do everything we can to go on a run here without him.
What's been the key to, I mean, you guys have had some okay success without him. What's been the key to doing that?
Just playing selfless basketball. Realize Kyrie's going to take us home. He's our closer, but for everybody else on the team, it's just about getting in good rhythm and trusting one another and playing hard, especially defensively. And it's just an opportunity for one of us to step up. So it can be done, and we're going to look forward to these next this time without him because, I mean, he's obviously our best player, but we got to be tested, and this is a good test ahead.
Were you guys kind of in shock? Because it seemed like it took you a long time to get in rhythm after Luka got it.
I don't think we were in shock. I just don't think we were playing with the same force that we have the past 4 or 5 games. But once we picked up our intensity defensively, we were another animal out there. So there's good things to take away, but unfortunate outcome.
Klay, do you have a home for these types of artifacts that you'll add to your trophy?
Yeah, I'm going to keep the ball. I'm going to send the jersey to Reggie, and I'm going to inscribe it for him because he meant that much to me growing up.
Have you had a chance to communicate with Reggie the closer you got to his 3-point total?
Not yet, but I'll give him a call, and I'm sure I'll see him down the road when he's calling games.
Klay, you mentioned how many hours you put in working on that shot. If you could say anything to younger Klay who made those sacrifices to perfect that shot, what would you tell him?
What would I tell him? Enjoy the process and never stop shooting, and be passionate about your craft, and you'll go all the way to the top.
Thanks, Klay.
Thank you.